Today we're going to be talking about, you guessed it, dog poop in Brickell. I never knew it was such a problem until a social media account on Instagram posted this video. And shout out to the people at Brickell Living on Instagram for sharing this sidewalk that got absolutely obliterated by dog poop. A side note here, I don't really think all this was dog poop. I think this was a homeless person also taking a dump somewhere in the area, and they were like, hey, look at all this dog poop. Let me partake. Imagine a sidewalk, and as you're walking down the sidewalk, both the left and the right, even some in the middle, are just full of poop. This guy counted over 30 dumps by dogs. It was just one sidewalk, so you could just imagine how all of Brickell is like this. Now, in case you guys don't know, the people of Brickell love their pets. There's pets everywhere. Everyone's jaywalking with their pets. Everybody's carrying their pets in their strollers. There's just pets all over Brickell. It's a way of life. Shout out to Evan, who says that there's more dogs in Brickell than there are black people. If you live in Brickell, you've seen it. You've seen those dogs on the strollers. The people, what they do is they use those strollers as a way to buffer themselves from traffic. So, you know, you can have a green light. You can have a bunch of traffic just trying to get by through the street. People in Brickell with their dogs in their stroller, and they cover the dog so that you think it's a baby. So then when they jaywalk, they put that thing in front of the car, be like, hey, be careful. That's my family right there. Okay, stop. I need you to brake fully. I got a baby stroller here. They don't have to know that it's a puppy inside. The people of Brickell love their animals, love their pets. For some reason, I think 90% of them is a French Bulldog. I don't know what it is about rich people in Brickell, but they think a French Bulldog is a great way to identify themselves. You know, Frenchies. And they don't only have one Frenchie. Every French Bulldog owner has at least two or a whole family of them. Maybe they're just photogenic. Maybe they're just adorable in size. Maybe they got a big head, you know, just like the people of Brickell. There's just so much poop on the sidewalk. Well, I don't know what you guys are feeding these dogs. Is it because you guys do a lot of takeout? When you guys order Uber Eats, do you bring a little something for your pooch as well? Do you give them a whole meal? If you live alone with your Frenchie, do you order for two? Or is it because they're also vegan? That's my theory. It's either you're ordering them food off Uber or you're forcing them to become vegan animals. Just straight up fiber, fruits, and veggies. Who's to blame for this poop epidemic that's happening? Is it the pet owners? Is it the people of Brickell? Is it the politicians for not allocating some of our well-spent tax dollars into having people cleaning this up? Is there no street sweepers in the Brickell area? Why can't you get, you know, a big truck that has just one big bulldozer pooper scooper? You know who we should blame? The animals themselves, okay? These dogs have no shame, okay? They think they own the Brickell sidewalk, just like the people of Brickell think they own Brickell. Jaywalking, cutting you off, maneuvering their scooters. It's the same vibe these animals have. They look at their owners. They learn from their owners. Oh, well, this owner has no respect or responsibility for his actions. So why do I, as an animal, why should I respect where I poop? I'm going to just do it wherever I want. Or is it the people that own the buildings to blame? Because you know every single tenant that's in your building is paying HOA fees. So if you got an extra couple of bucks from HOA fees, and you know damn well, look at me, people. If you own a building in Brickell, you know those HOA fees is a hustle on apartments. You know it is. You know you're out there just nickel and diming people on top of the rent, on top of that mortgage. What's an extra $20 to go get somebody to go out there, or to hire the janitors you already have in there to go in there, just poop or scoop it up, man? Huh? Add it to the budget. So I think that's the number one way to get this handled. In my opinion, the people of Brickell would love that. You know, they're all luxurious. They go to Sexy Fish. They're fine dining. They're riding yachts. They're sipping the finest cocktails in the local bars. You think they want to bend down and pick up some poop? No, that's not part of the Brickell lifestyle. And if they did, they'd probably put their pinky up, you know? They're not going to be wearing disposable gloves. They got to get, you know, nice, fancy Fenty gloves or something like that, man. It's not a very Brickell behavior to pick up poop, man. You're paying $5,000 a month for rent. You're riding Teslas. You're scootering your way around the neighborhood. You're eating salads and salmon. You think you want to pick up poop after fine dining? No. So I believe the number one way to fix this is to start allocating some HOA fees to go in that, okay? I'm just saying, if Brickell doesn't fix this poop problem, I believe what they should do, they should reimburse you for your shoes, especially in Brickell, because you always got to wear nice shoes in Brickell. There's no excuse. Your shoes are at risk when you walk around Brickell, and Brickell is a very walkable city. If I ever ruin another pair of expensive shoes in the city of Brickell, I have all the right to send a letter to my local politician and tell him to reimburse me for my kicks. That's another solution, by the way. Think of all the other cities in America. Do they have a poop problem like this? Not at the level of standard that Brickell is in. I've been to downtown Denver, and downtown Denver had less poop than Brickell does. And let me tell you, downtown Denver was a mess. None but heroin addicts out in the open, under the shade on a sunny day, wearing flannel like it was the 90s, just shooting up right across the street, police officers. But you know what? There was no poop on the ground. Heroin needles everywhere, but at least there wasn't any poop. You know what I'm saying? How can downtown Denver beat us in this category? How about social media shaming? Let's say you're in a park, all right? Or you're having a drink and it's in an outside patio. You know, you look across the street and you see somebody's dog taking a dump on the sidewalk. I want you to immediately pull out your phones. The same way you would pull out your phones when you see an accident, or the same way you pull out your phones when you see a fight breaking out, is the same way you should pull out your phones whenever you see a dog taking a shit in Brickell. Just to make sure that you do capture the person walking away from that poop without cleaning it. I think that's a good way to start. You start publicly calling people out for not cleaning up after their doggy. You see somebody, you know, walking their dog, is taking a shit, pull out your phone, you start recording. Like, this guy better pick that up. This guy, oh, he didn't pick it up. Oh, only a day. Hey, man, you and your dog both filthy, bro. We got to get that cleaned up. And you start, you start talking shit. Turn the camera on to yourself. Yo, follow back at Manny Garavito. Right, all that.